Ha. 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 Captain, those might be the girls. Hmm? Excuse me, excuse us. Aye, over here, over here. We have a reservation under 5 hits. We've been waiting, and don't worry, we've already been informed. Hey, is she alright? Well, she stayed up fairly late last night, so she's taken a short nap. We're mana crafters. Ritona? Crafters? Thanks to an unfortunate chain of events, we've ended up using up all our mana. We must get to somewhere abundant in mana, and soon. Yes. Please, we beg of you, can we have this ship depart right away? That's a little rough. We still have more than half the cargo to load, and we can't just up and leave without it all. Damn. Cargo? You mean that stuff over there? Yeah, it's quite a lot, as you can see. Alright. Let's get this all on board in 10 minutes. I'll lend a hand too. Rude? 10 minutes? Miss, do you know how much a single crate weighs? Oof. Yeah. Where should I put this? One in there. No way, she's carrying that crate with her bare hands, all by herself? Please, we're in a hurry. Please, we're in a hurry here. Aye. Hey, show her the way. Aye, sir. Rune. Ritona, do you have a moment? Sure. I just spoke with the ship's captain. He told me that it would take up to 4 hours to reach an area in the ocean called the Swap Point. At that point, residents of the inner pole will switch places with the crew. Residents from the inner pole will switch places with the crew and continue the rest of the voyage. Mana will be present from here on, so we just need to hold out for another 4 hours. Is that so? Good to hear. 4 hours from now. I think we can handle that. I'm feeling so lightheaded. I'm fine. The fatigue just hit me just now. Now that we're safe. More importantly, Rune, there's a lot of things I need to discuss with you. There's no need to hide anything from you now. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I'll be glad to answer all of them. Are you sure? We can save this for later, you know. No, it's fine. I just need some fresh air. Why don't we take this discussion outside? No, not at all. Phew. At least she looks a bit better now. So, I hate to bring this up all of a sudden, but are you and Sally really from a kingdom of ruse and hiding? Sally is really a princess and you're really her guardian? Yes. Just days ago, we were attacked by Melino's subordinates. Cornered, Selphie and I made use of an emergency craft to escape to a neighbouring country's shelter. But it didn't work as expected. When we emerged, we were deep inside Cardia's forest. What caused it to go wrong? I don't know. I had no idea. It would have spelled trouble if people found out who we were, so we chose to keep it secret. Sorry, Rune. This isn't how I wanted to tell you our true identities. No, don't be silly. What do you mean? You were in such dire straits, and you still made time to help me out. I'm just so grateful. How could I ever repay you? Haha, that was nothing, Rune. We're dear friends now. There's no need for you to apologise for every little thing. Ritona. Thank you. By the way, just what happened to Sally back in the forest? Rune, amongst the Inner Pole's monarchies, there's something called the Path Down. Do you know anything about it? No, not the Pacifics. Alright. Royalty can use a special kind of craft. Through a certain ritual, their descendants, or in some cases, those who are deemed fit to succeed to the throne, inherit all their knowledge and experience. This craft is called the Path Down. A path down that continues for many generations is a symbol of prosperity and unity with the people. It is one of the cornerstones of our culture. But she says she was the 9th generation. Isn't that a really long time? Indeed it is. About 350 years have already passed. So that means Sally has 350 years worth of knowledge and experiences stored inside her. That it does. But what does that have to do with her changing personality? Strictly speaking, the path down is composed of 2 phases. The first is transfer. In this phase, all the memories, knowledge, wisdom, and experiences are directly transferred to the successor. The time this takes is proportional to the memories being transferred. Each will take about 1 year. Each person? Yes, each past ruler. Having turned 14 this year, Delphine has completed the transfer of the manor from her father, King Vala, for a total of 8 rulers. She began the transfer phase when she was 6 years old, so the first phase was mostly complete. Next after transfer is the break it in phase. This phase consists of the memories and experiences which were transferred into their subconscious, fusing with their conscious mind. It doesn't sound like something you could do in an instant. Of course not. This is hundreds of years of experiences and information transferred in just a mere 8. Using the transferred manner too quickly would result in the successor's ego being overwritten by the past rulers. That's why time is needed to slowly assimilate the information stored in the subconscious into the successor's consciousness. I see. Now for the Empress syndrome that manifested earlier. When a successor who hasn't finished the break-in phase is exposed to extreme danger, the consciousness of a past ruler can surface. You can say that it's a phenomenon that occurs out of instinct, arising from the need for self-preservation. No, the preservation of the path down. Is that so? That being said, there is a tendency for the situation to influence which past ruler appears. The one you saw earlier was Ruzenheide's second ruler, Queen Regan Ruzenheide. Of all 9 generations of Ruzenheide's monarchs, she was the most ruthless and bloodthirsty. On the battlefield, we never had a strategist as exceptional as her. She was the one who forged Ruzenheide into a kingdom that other countries feared. Her skill as a battlecrafter was also second to none, or so I hear. She really has a commanding presence, huh? Ah, that's right. About that Empress syndrome. What is it? Whenever it happens, where does Sally's own personality go? Basically there are 8 other personalities inside her, and they take over based on the situation, right? So I guess it's something like having multiple personalities? Not quite. It's somewhat similar but fundamentally different. That was Selphine herself, but her personality was composed of Queen Rugenheide's experience, knowledge, and so on. So actually, Selphine has a very clear sense of self. That's why, after the Syndromes episode, she was crying and apologizing. She was sorry for the way she spoke, and for ordering me to do certain things, both of which she would never have done as her true self. It sounds like someone who had too much alcohol and went on a drunken rampage. That was quite the inappropriate analogy. Well, I guess it is similar to how one would seriously regret doing something one would normally never do. I can't speak for selfing here, but I think it's much scarier than that. When totally drunk, your personality only changes slightly because your thought processes and judgments are impaired. But Empress Syndrome is different and totally incomparable. Your morals, your sense of right and wrong, personalities and mannerisms, they all clearly change in an instant. Never having experienced it myself, I can't imagine what that would feel like. Sally. Are there any adverse effects? There shouldn't be any, at least as long as she is in an area with mana. Although the experience is physically draining, enough to cause her to lose consciousness once she returns. All we can do now is let her rest. By the way, Rune, I've got a question of my own. Huh? Ah yes, what is it? Just how strong are you? How strong? Oh, you're referring to the incident with the cargo earlier. Sorry for such an unsightly display. Unsightly? Not at all. Well, I was just really taken aback. Just where does all that strength come from in that delicate body of yours? Well, my body is based off the machines used in mining work, so I have quite a lot of power. I'm also designed to survive any dangerous environments. After that, any blows or slashes would have to be pretty dang strong before they could even so much as scratch me. Ah, I remember the incident in the tavern, so that's why... well, if I had to put a number to it, that's pretty tough. Good point. It's not exactly something we could easily express in figures. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to express how strong you are, for example, hitting or throwing something. True enough. Alright, I'll be blunt. How good are you in a fight? How many people can you take on at once? How many people? Do you mean a fight with normal people, unarmed? Ah yes, that's right. How else could she have taken that? Let me think. Well, I've never been in a real fight before, so I can't say this with full confidence. Or maybe I could handle up to 10 adult male? 10 adult men? Huh? But if 10 people tried to pin me down at once, I might not be able to lift them all off me? That's what she meant. I was referring to an actual fight, not just lifting them with like weights. Well, if it's just a fist fight, I'm pretty sure I would win hands down. I doubt any normal human being would be able to take me apart. Is that so? Yes, I have enough strength built into me to crush boulders and bend steel. But I don't know anything about actual fighting, so I can't be sure until I get into an actual scuffle. Your vision is also quite impressive. How were you able to track Melano's movements? About that. My eyes have these things called cameras installed. If I concentrate, I can see motion at a rate of 20,000 frames per second. Wow. Wow. I couldn't hold my concentration like that for more than 5 or 6 seconds though. Frames? The minimum frame rate for capturing motion would be 24 frames per second and well, let me put it this way. Well, this is a pretty extreme example, but when you fire a gun, let's just say I can see it moving out of the muzzle really, really slowly. What? Are you some kind of monster? What, monster? That's not a nice way to put it. No, wait a minute. If she can see all that then, does that mean you can catch a bullet in midair? Well, I can't say for sure. It'll be tough if the conditions aren't right. But as long as there's enough distance and I can see when the shooter pulls the trigger, I think I can do it. That's rather hard to believe. Haha, I know, right? Ah. Now then, how about I do a little demonstration? What do you mean? Let me just... Rune digs around in a purse that she has with her, and she talks and takes out a coin. Please take a look at this coin. Please take this coin and throw it straight at me as hard as you can. What? Don't worry, I'll make sure to catch it. Rune hands me the coin. It's one that is considerably heavier than the... It's considerably heavier... What? Oh god. It's one that is considerably heavier ones that Cardia is circulating. I wonder what would happen if I did throw something small and heavy like a coin at someone with full force. Rune should barely be able to avoid it. Still, catch it in midair? Even if it is possible, it would be very difficult to pull off. You can throw the coin from anywhere you like. Just let me know when you're ready. Is she serious? I moved back a short distance from Rune. Is this far enough? I stood around 2 body lengths away from Rune, just in case anything were to happen. No need to go that far, but this is alright. This is far? There's no way this could possibly be considered far. Hey Rune, you sure about this? You won't get hurt if I accidentally hit you, will you? Haha, relax, Retona. That little coin isn't gonna do anything. Alright. Don't mind me, just throw it and don't hold back. Here I go. I took a pigeon stance, focusing all my power, and held the coin at Rune. Swoosh and snatch. Bwah. I aimed at her thigh so that if anything did go wrong, it wouldn't hurt as much. Ta-da! Rune opens her right hand, revealing the coin I just thrown. What was that just now? Well, it all happened so quickly that I wasn't able to see it well, but one thing was clear. Judging by the timing of her movements, it would be the natural conclusion. Rather than reacting to my movements, it looked as if Rune moved in sync with me. I know I shouldn't be thinking this, but the way she moved was disturbing. Almost inhuman, now that she was a human in the first place. Try throwing 10 coins at once this time. 10? 10 coins at once? How could you catch all of those? The coins would scatter all over if I threw 10 at once. You couldn't possibly catch all of those. It's alright, Retona, just try and see. Come on, there's no way she can catch all these. This time, I take 10 coins out of my own purse. And naturally, those coins were of different sizes and weights. Are you sure you want to do this, Rune? I'm sure this will be easy. Here I go. Ready when you are. 1, 2, 3. Snatch, snatch, oh god. Snatch, 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 snatch. That's just downright scary. I couldn't even see her arms anymore. Heh, I caught all 10 of them. You're practically invincible. Not at all. I saw you throwing the coins, so I was able to react. I wouldn't be able to predict sneak attacks. There have also been cases where my body would stop moving and I fought myself too hard. Besides, if I ended up having a fight with my fellow sisters, I'm pretty sure I'd lose. Haha, I see. I've forgotten that there are others like Rune. Being a prototype, the production models after me should have much better mechanical abilities. And Cardia is alright with those things just roaming around the streets? Also, and this is just speculation, but I'd be in big trouble if someone used mana craft against me. I run a mana, so if the flow of mana inside me was to be disrupted, who knows what could happen. Is that so? Rune, I'm going to tell you right now, this is no ordinary journey. I'm sure it isn't. Melano left those parting words, but regardless, Selphine and I must return to Rusenheide. For its sake, and the sake of its people, who look forward to seeing their Princess Selphine crowned queen after completing the path down. Although we left Cardia on the premise of travel, this must be too much of a burden for you. If at any point in our travels you want to go your own way, Ritona. It's only thanks to you and Selly that I was able to be free like this. Dangerous or not, if this journey can serve as some way to repay both of you, then so be it. Rude. Haha, that's right. Alright, then let me ask you once more. Can we count on you, both as a fighter and as a friend dear to us? I'm still completely clueless on how to fight, so I might end up being useless when it comes down to it. But with you guiding me, Ritona, I think I can be of some help. I'll give it my best, and this much I can promise. We just got the achievement, Rune has joined the party. Yeah. Rune replied with such enthusiasm, so much that I almost forgotten that she was a machine. This reaffirmed that she truly was a irreplaceable friend. At the very least, leave anyone who tries anything funny with you to me, I'll knock them to kingdom come. I'll give them a good old Rune punch. I'm holding you to that. Not to sound like a broken record, but it'll be a pleasure travelling with you, Rune. Likewise. Oh, what's the matter? I just realised I haven't thought of a nickname for you, Ritona. What? It's not fair that only Selly gets a nickname. Please, Ritona, I'd like to be friendlier with you through calling you a nickname. Just what kind of logic is that? I really don't mind, but it's going to be hard to shorten my name any further. You make a good point. What can we do with Ritona? Ritona, Rito, Ritty, Ritoni. You can stop now. Ah, I've got it. What about Ritz? Yes, I do believe I've done myself. Ritz, isn't that a cute nickname? Ritzy. Let's just stick to Ritona. Ah.